Welcome back to my channel, and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach who has lost and maintained a 140-pound weight loss. And today we're going to talk about the #1 worst food to eat over the age of 50. And there's a lot of reasons why this food should be avoided. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not. Turn your bell on because I upload new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Down in the description box, you will find nutrition coaching. Highly recommend those personalized macros and calories. That is what I follow to lose and maintain my 140-pound weight loss, as well as one-on-one coaching for questions, accountability, or to talk with me directly. Links, discounts to my favorite healthy things are also down in that description box. So let's talk about the #1 worst food to eat over the age of 50 and why. Once we hit 50, we often find lots of new health concerns that just kind of pop up out of nowhere. Also, our risk of cardiovascular disease increases exponentially. Cardiovascular disease jumps from affecting an average of 38% of the population between ages 40 and 59 to 68.5% of adults between 60 and 79, with the rates of hypertension, arterial fibrillation, and stroke also increasing with age. So this is why over the age of 50, we often find ourselves wanting to be healthier individuals, really focusing on optimal health so we can age and so we will have a long, healthy life. You probably are thinking, yeah, I know, I probably shouldn't be eating a lot of sugary foods and fried foods and fast foods over the age of 50. Yes, that's true. You should be eating those in moderation, but there's truly one food that should be avoided. And if you follow my channel, you know that I am not about elimination or restriction. I say eat everything in moderation, with the exception of this one food over the age of 50. This is something you can easily cut out of your diet. There's alternatives to this food, and it's going to really play a big part in your overall health being better as we age. And the #1 food that you should be avoiding at all costs over the age of 50 are prepared frozen meals. So when you're at the grocery store, all of those frozen meals in those aisles, avoid them. One of the main reasons for these foods being avoided is they are extremely high in sodium, and it is very important to watch your sodium. Frozen meals are easy to prepare and often more affordable than purchasing all the ingredients for a full meal. Unfortunately, they are not designed with health in mind. Even those that claim to be healthy contain large amounts of sodium, hidden fats, added sugar, and or fillers or stabilizers. The harmful ingredient in these is absolutely the sodium content. And like I said, even if they're deemed to be healthy frozen meals, take a look at the sodium. It very well could be 1, 2, 3, or even more times the amount of sodium you should consume in an entire day, more or less one meal. The sodium is a particular concern after the age of 50, considering its impact on heart health and blood pressure. A diet high in sodium over the recommended 2,300 milligrams a day can cause water retention in many people in an attempt to flush out the extra sodium. This leads to excess strain of the heart, kidneys, and vessels, leading to a rise in blood pressure. In fact, 90% of Americans, according to the CDC, get more than what's recommended daily for sodium. If you want to limit your sodium intake, it's best to bypass these frozen meals. Now, I know that it oftentimes costs more and takes more time to prepare them at home, but at least you can control what is going into your meals. You can even freeze prepared meals at home for later, basically creating your own frozen convenient meal. Another thing in frozen meals is BPAs, and they may be very minimal, but if we consume frozen meals on a regular basis, we're consuming BPAs on a regular basis. BPAs are an endocrine disruptor. Now, of course, not every meal packaged in plastic contains BPAs, but it's definitely not a risk that you want to take. Now, there are healthier options of frozen meals. If you would like me to do a video on those, let me know down in the comments. But my recommendation for you, especially over the age of 50, but honestly, anybody, should be to avoid frozen meals or eat them very sparingly, basically on an emergency basis. If there's no other food available and you have to eat a frozen meal, make sure you're looking for one that is BPA free. The plastic container it comes in is BPA free, as well as lower in sodium. Look at the nutrition label. There should be a good amount of protein, a good amount of fiber, moderate calories, and very low to minimal sodium. That's That's the key takeaway, especially over 50, is watching our sodium intake. Now, I'm 49. I just started tracking my sodium. I had never looked at my sodium until now. But because I'm approaching 50, I just want to be a little bit more mindful of my intake. I want to stick to that 2,300 milligrams a day that's recommended, or less. So my recommendation to you is prepare your meals at home, freeze them, make your own frozen meals, stay out of the frozen food aisle. Let me know down below if you were surprised at the #1 food to avoid over the age of 50. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell on, check out nutrition coaching and my favorite things down in the description box, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.